Hey everyone, what's up? Today I'm going to be talking about the all-new Cyberdark support that just went on Dueling Book today. So, to get right into it, all the new ones are Cyberdark Cannon, Cyberdark Claw, and Cyberdark Inferno, and also their new extra dark deck monster, Cyberdarkness Dragon. So, the three old Cyberdark monsters, they each have an effect that when they're normal summoned, they take one level 3 or lower dragon and equip it to themselves and gain that attack. And then if they be destroyed in battle, they send that equipped monster to the grave instead. So, the first new one, Cyberdark Cannon, when it goes to the grave, while it's equipped, you draw a card. It also has an effect from your hand where you can discard it and then take a Cyberdark machine from your deck and put it in your hand. And its final effect is when a monster that's equipped to battles, you can send any one monster from your deck to your grave. Super useful. Just does so much for this deck. The next one, Cyberdark Claw. When it's sent to the grave while it's equipped, you target a Cyberdark monster in your grave and then add it into your hand. I prefer Cannon for the free draw, but this is still pretty useful. And then you can discard it to take a Cyberdark spell or trap and put in your hand. So that includes Inferno or Cyberdark Impact. Again, I prefer Cannon's effect where you're getting a Cyberdark monster. And then, this is really good effect. This is Claw's effect that I really like. When it's equipped monster battles, you can take one monster from your extra deck and then send it to the grave, which is why I'm playing the 5-headed dragon. So, the next cards, Cyberdark Edge, Cyberdark Horn, and Cyberdark Keel. Aside from the effects I already mentioned, they each have their own unique effect. So, Cyberdark Edge, it can attack your opponent directly, but only do half damage. Cyberdark Horn does piercing, and then Cyberdark Keel, if it destroys a monster by battle, 300 damage to your opponent. So I'm playing 2 and 2 of Keel and Edge, and then 3 Horn, because I think Horn's going to do the most for you. Next up is the CyberPlant engine, which is pretty much just Scorpio and then Darling Cobra. So how this works is you normal summon Scorpio and then discard any monster, which is going to be these guys up here, these 6. And then you special summon Darling Cobra. And Darling Cobra is going to search you out any one polymerization or fusion spell. So your targets for that are going to be Fusion Recycling Plant, Fusion Substitute, Future Fusion, Instant Fusion, and Overload Fusion. So you just have so many targets with this. Personally, I go for Fusion Substitute a lot because it sets up kind of early game combos. And then if you have Recycling Plant on your field until you can get to Inferno, you can just add Scorpio back into your hand for next turn. So it's such a good engine because it's doing so much for you. It's getting rid of your level 3s. It's getting you another monster who's going to search another card, and then that's going to get you a fusion monster. Then there's 3 Allure of Darkness. After that, Cyberdark Impact. You're returning a Horn, Edge, and Keel from your side of the field, hand, or graveyard to your deck. And then you summon 1 Cyberdark Dragon. So with this, I'm only playing 1 along with 1 Cyberdark Dragon because I feel this card can brick a lot. So there's going to be a lot of times when you're not going to have all 3 of those monsters. So Cyberdark Impact isn't going to be good very often, but when it is playable, you're going to be able to use it definitely. Next is their own field spell, Cyberdark Inferno. So if you have a Cyberdark monster that's equipped, it can't be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card effects. And then also, you can target 1 Cyberdark monster return it to your hand, and then get another normal summon. So what this means is, say you summon Cyberdark Edge, and then equip it with Cyberdark Cannon. Then you can use your field spell, adding Edge back to your hand, sending Cannon to the grave. So then you're going to draw one off of Cannon, resummon Edge, and then re-equip it with Cannon. So good. So it's pretty much every turn you're going to get to go +1, just because. And then on top of that, if Inferno is destroyed, you can take a Polymerization or Fusion spell card from your deck and add to your hand. Next is Fusion Recycling Plant. So this is going to discard one card from your hand, again, which is these 6 guys up here. And then you're going to add one Polymerization, other known as Fusion Substitute, to your hand from your deck or grave. And then, during the end phase, you can target one monster in your grave that was used as fusion material, and then add it to your hand. Which I mentioned that effect before with Scorpio. Next is 3 Fusion Substitute. I prefer this over Polymerization because it's very easy to get to 2 monsters on your board. And then it has an effect that you can use in grave, where you can banish it, send a fusion from your grave to your extra deck, and then draw one. Future Fusion, it was recently put to 1, and you have to wait a standby phase from now on to be able to use it, but still a good card. What it's going to do is you're going to reveal your Cyberdarkness Dragon, and then send any 5 Cyberdark monsters to your grave. So that pretty much just means you're sending all your cannons, 2 claws maybe. Alternatively, what you can do is send, say, 2 cannon, and then send an Edge, Horn, and Keel to your grave, drop Impact, then you can summon out your Cyberdark Dragon, equip it with cannon. It has a lot of application. Definitely a lot of application. It's setting up your grave for you, so then on your next turn, you have Cyberdarkness Dragon ready to go. Next is Instant Fusion. Since the old Cyberdarks are all level 4s, it allows a little bit of a rank 4 engine going on. Overload Fusion. Back when Future Fusion was first out, people would do this combo where they reveal Chimera Tech Overdragon, and then just dump their whole deck out, use Overload Fusion, and pretty much just FTK. Well, OTK. You can kind of reenact that now with this deck. So you can just send your Future Fusion, you activate your Future Fusion, send 5, Overload Fusion, drop Cyberdarkness, and then next turn, Future Fusion gives you another Cyberdarkness. Really good. 3 Terraforming, so you can get 2 our field spells, preferably Inferno, because you have that +1 combo where you own Cannon and any of these guys. 2 Twin Twister, again, your discard target is these 6 guys up here. In our extra deck, we have a Cyberdark Dragon. I've already discussed, the whole point of this guy is half decent. Cyberdarkness Dragon, I haven't really discussed him yet. It's any 5 Cyberdark effect monsters. So, before I saw half of this support, I think the organization only released this card's leak first, and then it released all the other stuff. I thought this card was going to be so terrible until they released the rest of the support it was getting. This card is so good now, because you can equip any dragon or machine from your grave to your hand to this card when summoned, and it's gaining that original attack. So that's why I'm playing the 5-head dragon, because Claw can just dump him, then you can make Cyberdarkness and have a 7,000 attack monster, who additionally, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send the equip card and negate that effect. Really good. So good. So then there's Elder Entity Norden, 2 5-headed dragon. I think I'm gonna put that to 1 because I don't really see this combo too often. Predaplant Chimera Aphasia. This guy, I don't think I've seen him in too many decks. Once returning, you target a monster with a level less than or equal to this card, and then banish it. Just free banish, just because. And this is a level 7, so it has application. When an attack is declared involving an opponent's monsters face up this card and an opponent's face up monster, you can activate this effect until the end phase. That monster is going to lose 1,000 and Chimera is gaining 1,000. And then on your standby, if this card goes to the grave, you can take a Polymerization or any fusion spell from your deck and add to your hand. Then there's Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. 2 dark monsters that have to be on the field except for tokens. He gains the attack of 1 special summoned monster your opponent controls. This effect does not target. Then he also can target a level 5 or higher monster your opponent controls and gain that monster's effect and name. And then when he's destroyed, he'll destroy all special summoned monsters your opponent controls. Really good board wipe. Then we just have Castell, Dark Rebellion, the 39S39, and Tornado Dragon. And that about wraps up this deck. So make sure to like this video. My goal is to get about 25 likes on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Ask questions about the deck, whatever you feel you want to do. And I'll see you guys next time.